Nah, I like it here.
Okay, where are we at? Oh, make sure our phones are off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Live with Brinkofspeed and Octane Hour.
Hello, everybody.
Neighbor Mark back.
I'm back.
Barely, though. He battled traffic to get here.
Oh, my God. It's a story for later if we have time. It just cements the reason why I don't drive my car a lot, and I finally drive it, and it takes an hour to get here.
And then we ask him, why are you
driving your car? But it wouldn't matter what car you drove.
I know, but it's just...
It's good that you were in your Corvette for an hour.
Well, I guess,
right?
Yes. I was
you got to enjoy it for longer than you normally would.
It was like a 4-mile ride. It took an hour because of the construction.
I think he was sitting on towels, though.
Yes, well, it's white seats on that 70th anniversary.
Tell him what you told me about your jeans.
Oh, I told him I sold all my jeans since I bought that car. I don't have a pair of jeans.
Do you have white pants now?
Yeah, why don't you get white pants?
You should buy white pants.
White pants. I have like these, shorts that you younger guys are wearing. I don't wear jeans anymore. But, yeah, so it's an hour-long drive to get to Mike's house. They make fun of me for not driving my car. And I finally...
You've been driving it.
I drove it last week, this week, and it took me an hour to drive like 4 or 5 miles. Construction, crazy. Trucks. I was sending them videos while I was driving here. Like big monster trucks next to me dropping rocks and crap. I'm like, I'm done. Anybody want to buy the car? I think I'm going to sell it. It's just not worth the...
Over dramatic, Mark.
It's just not worth the agita. I just want to get one with like 100,000 miles and just drive it and whatever.
All right, guys. Welcome back to Octane Hour. Tonight we're going to talk about the $389,000 E-Ray trying to be sold at a dealership. We're also going to talk about another one actually here in the DFW that's trying to be sold for like $285, I think. Crazy.
An E-Ray for $285. An
E-Ray, yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
By the way, this Octane Hour is brought to you by the National Corvette Museum Insurance. And let me pull that up real quick for you guys.
I don't know, Mike. Have you downloaded their app? I have their app.
I don't think
you don't have their app.
No. I don't know that I downloaded the app.
I mean, it's cool. You get your insurance card and everything on there. I did it.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to do it then.
All right, I'll have to do it too.
I'm behind the times.
Okay.
But guys, it's a no-brainer. If you're new on the channel, you've never seen us talk about this insurance, and you own a daily driver and a collector car, whether it's a Corvette, a Lamborghini, Ferrari, Porsche, doesn't matter. If you own one of those cars and you have a garage, whether it's attached or detached, I actually have a detached, doesn't matter. As long as you have a garage and you'll drive 6,000 miles or less on that collector car, this is the insurance for you. It is a no-brainer. You will save thousands. In fact, last week we talked about it. One of our listeners or watchers sent me a comment right away. In fact, if you go back and look at the comments on last week's live, he said he saved $1,000 on his... I think he has a Mopar 392.
No question.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, he's not a Vette guy. Well, he likes Vettes, but I think he's got a Charger 392, and he's saving over $1,000 a year on his insurance. So, no brainer. Check it out. You can click on this quote, little dealie here, get a quote. And
how many friends of mine say, Mark, I don't own a Corvette. I can't go to the National Corvette Museum Insurance. I said, yes, you can. It's not Corvette insurance. It's classic car insurance through the NCM. So hold on. Newsflash. Somebody just said that they're going to have plant tours during the freaking bash.
Did you not look at my notes?
I didn't.
He tell me he has all these notes. I'm like,
I did. I have notes. Look, I took. Look.
All right, I don't need to show him all your notes.
Hey, Mark. Check it out. What's the very first thing that I put down there? Plant tours coming back.
Oh, that is so stinking.
But hey, thanks for the breaking news.
Okay, real quick.
But you'd have to register for them. I bet they'll be registered, gone.
That's a good point.
You are correct. In fact, when you look on
anybody register from... Let me register first.
Let him register first, exactly.
When does that open? You need to get on that.
Darn straight.
Do it right now.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I've already registered for the bash, unlike others that are sitting to my right who go, oh, no problem, I'm just going to show up. I registered for the bash. I have my tickets. And I actually have a hotel reservation.
Really?
Tentative hotel reservation.
Well, good.
2 queen beds.
Did you get us one?
I have 2 queen beds. So if you guys want to share the other queen bed,
That's for another show.
That's another show. That's for the show after the
Clarence
show.
is coming, so
Oh, is he?
So he might share one with you.
That me and Clarence. That's right. That's right. Who was in Clarence's shower? Oh, Clarence was in the shower.
Yeah,
That's your,
exactly.
Carlisle.
This year you got to be at that Airbnb with us.
Yeah,
so
I'll
you can
be
have
there.
shenanigans with us.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Hey, let's say hello to everybody that's in here, and then I've got a challenge for you guys.
Oh, and Elia,
Challenge.
I don't know that I'm pronouncing that right. Elia, who I shared a past of a 914, said you can get, what did the person, I don't know if it's a he or she.
I don't know.
They said you can still wear jeans if you get this certain stuff. Oh, G-Technique L1 leather guard on your seat, and there will be no blue
But we have
jean
something better
guard.
than that now.
Yes, you have Under Armour, right?
No,
Underdog.
Underdog. I mean,
Yeah,
Underdog,
they just came out with some brand new interior products.
Oh, really? Underdog
Yes.
did?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, because they've usually were on the outside. Okay.
No, they got a great
Okay.
leather
No,
product.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, real quick. We've got a lot of people on here. Doug Hooks. Somebody new. Steve Penn.
I want to say hello to Keith French.
Do
Keith
it.
Keith has been in the hospital. I'm hoping you're out of the hospital, Keith, and hopefully you've had a chance to take your Z06 out for a drive.
Yeah, man.
We're thinking of
I
you.
hope, absolutely.
Come on, Clarence. You can share the shower. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Clarence is on here?
Clarence
Yeah.
is on there.
Good. Welcome. We got Randall Swanson, John R. We got Ever Jeff, Daryl DC8, Shiny Fenders, Davy Jones, Ever Jeff, Brandon McGee, Lance Smith, Caleb Smith. Everybody's on here. Michael McCurry, Ron Jackson. I don't think we're missing anybody.
One more thing for Keith, because he wanted to meet up, and we haven't talked about this, but have a firmed up date on my build, which is now
Nice.
I'm 3400 status.
Yeah.
Build date March 26th. But Keith had purchased his Z06 from the same dealer I'm getting mine, so he wanted to meet up when I pick it up. So Keith, look for probably the second week of April,
Yes.
roughly.
Oh,
Hopefully that'll
wow.
be
So
the-
your Z's gonna hit. Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you see what General Lee said? He called you Marky Mark.
Oh, Marky Mark.
He
Yeah.
said, sup, Darren, Mike, and Marky Mark.
And that's it.
All right, real quick, I have a challenge for everybody on here. We've got like 128 people on here. I want you guys to check out what I'm putting on the screen right now. You guys all know Trevor from the Detail Lab. He's on the channel all the time. He's on the lives all the time. Please do me a favor. He has 949 subscribers. There's enough people on here to easily get him to 1,000 subscribers.
It's the Detail Lab, right?
Please go on the Detail Lab TX right now. Hit the subscribe button so he hits 1,000 subscribers tonight.
We can do it tonight.
Tonight.
Let me see if I'm subscribed.
Why not?
I'm sure
It's
I
easy
am. I
peasy.
wouldn't leave Trevor. The Detail Lab or Detail Lab?
The Detail Lab TX.
The
Is he even on yet?
Detail
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen him on here.
Lab TX.
All right. Let's see. Let's talk about my last 3 videos. I usually only do a couple of them, but I've been actually able to put out a few videos. So, for those of you who have not seen my latest videos, I was actually able to order my own E-Ray.
Yeah, we got that news last week, right?
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago.
It was fun. No, it was last week.
Last week?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
when Clarence and I went and did it. We went to Moritz in
That was a great video.
Fort
yeah.
Worth. And it was fun doing a video with Clarence, of course. And then it was really great to meet Lewis. You had nothing but great things to say about him, but it was so cool to meet him. He's so laid back, and he's a fisherman. So
Yep.
we had a lot of...
Yep. So that's kind of how
Common
I met
ground.
him. Not that I'm a big fisherman, but my insurance agent, who's a big fisherman, the other person there, Monty, they're like literally
Yeah.
professional, like
And
Yeah,
professionals,
they told
literally.
me.
No, they're
Yeah, he told-
professionals.
yeah, yeah.
You know how you know they're professional? They call themselves anglers.
No, like legitimately. And then they're friends with another roofer friend of mine that is on the full-on bass tour, whatever you call
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're hardcore. But yeah, like Monty, Lewis, and some of their people on their team there, they've literally been there 25 years. So, you know, it's rare that you go into a
Yeah.
dealership and you find people that have been
Yep.
there. So that says a lot about their dealership,
Yep.
right? It's not the tacky, cheesy salesman,
No.
you know, that
No,
come running up to you as you pull in there. So Yeah, I
Who
came
owns
across
it? Is that a family owned? It's not corporate owned, I would assume.
I think it's a
Moritz.
family because they also own a Kia dealership.
Yeah.
Or it's Kia.
And
yeah.
that's where I bought my Sorrento. Is Moritz.
Okay.
They treated me amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
no,
same way with
they're good
Chevy.
people. I trusted the person that referred me to Lewis. I think it was a couple years ago, and I ordered my truck that I have now through him. It was a very seamless process. The trade-in process was smooth. It was just I like it when you go places, and there's been a couple other dealers we've dealt with are the same way, that they deliver on what they say they're going to do. It's just real simple. It should, like Lewis said in the video, it shouldn't be this contentious.
Haggle,
It shouldn't be that. It doesn't have to be that.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
And he made it very, very fun for me. He played right along with the video. You know, he was just like, yeah, I'll be on video. And you could see he was very comfortable being on video. So that was the first time I had ever met him in person. We had talked on the phone. We had emailed a bunch. But he's a man of his word. And you know what? I got an E-Ray coming.
Yeah, and I think
It's awesome.
several people have gotten on his list,
Right.
which is great. Just give him a call, especially if you're serious. Even with a Stingray, I think he can probably get you a Stingray. Anyone, pretty darn
Oh, yeah.
quick. Like we're talking like
In
3
fact-
months.
In fact, he actually told me that the day after I put out that video,
Right,
or the day I put out the video, he said the Stingray that I showed had sold.
right.
But he was like, "Don't worry."
Oh, that red mist one?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he said, "Don't worry. We have a bunch of stock orders coming in," and he said, "I'll honor that price."
Really?
With all the stock
off
orders.
MSRP, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they're not spoken for.
not even charging
So-
MSRP. Wow.
So yeah, I would definitely give them a call. And I think right now the list that he has, he shot me over a picture of I think about 10 or 12 people on a list, and I think everybody on that was wanting either an E-Ray or a ZR1. I don't think there was a single Stingray on there, so you might want to call him if you want a Stingray, and you probably get one pretty quickly.
Billy says he's on the E-Ray list at Moritz.
Oh,
Good.
cool.
Good.
Or Moritz, I maybe misspelled
Okay,
Moritz, but yeah.
video number 2. This was all Darren's idea. It was a very great idea.
Awesome idea.
Corvette World Rob.
Who just joined.
Oh, is he?
Good.
Rob,
Good.
Rob, you're
He's
on.
a celebrity now.
Seriously.
The man of the day of the year.
It was awesome. It was so much fun filming that. Robert actually had the great idea for the intro, where he pulls up in his car and gets out, walks up and does this, and then when he spun around in his chair. So yeah, it was really, really great. If you didn't know who Robert was before the video, you will definitely know after. So check that out. And then thirdly, Joe is on here. He is Track Speed 815. The debacle with him and his dealership is finally over. The BBB finally sent him a letter and said your refund is going to be happening to your credit card. But it's interesting when you watch the video. If you look at the BBB statement,
It was begrudgingly, wasn't it?
oh my gosh, it was
Begrudgingly
like, give me a
refunded.
break.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they said that.
Because they had to have the last word. That's why they. I mean, that's all I can
Their
think of.
deposit ego was getting
Yeah,
in the way.
it's like, come on.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are the last 3 videos. You should definitely check them out. And then we've got a lot of stuff to talk about before we get to the main subject. And one of them is what you've already spoiled with the plan.
Well, no, I was just reading a comment and
No,
I
it's
got
all good.
excited.
I'm glad you. Seriously, I'm glad
I
you
didn't
brought it up.
spill it. I just read it.
So-
Sorry.
Yes, I was going
Pay
to
no
talk about
attention to
plant
what I
tours.
said.
This just came out today. As you can see, 10:54 a.m. If you read down in the comments, though,
Are you
you will
showing that
see.
screen now?
Yeah,
Okay.
you will see that it's definitely only happening during the anniversary.
The bash, yeah.
No, not the bash.
In August.
Oh,
or
it's
late,
September.
early
Yeah.
September.
Oh, the person that put their comment said it was maybe the bash.
No, it's not the bash. Unfortunately,
All right.
it says right in here it's September. September
All
something.
right, so it's for the anniversary. So yeah, I
The
can.
only-
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No, no, right.
Oh, no, no, no.
avail-
Wait a minute.
purchase-
Wait,
but
wait,
hey,
Not
that's-
until May 15th.
But that's an
though.
important date, though.
Yes.
May 15th, you can buy your tickets.
May
You know what,
15th.
Mark? Just buy a ticket. Seriously, it's going to be what, $35, $40?
Yeah.
$50, whatever.
If
it
you
is.
don't go,
Yeah, I could sell it for like 150.
Wait, you're not going?
Well, the anniversary in September?
No, just go get a plant tour.
But it has to be during that weekend, right?
But that's an even better weekend to go.
I think it's a whole week.
But that's the week after Carlisle.
So what? You're retired.
Exactly.
Honey, I'm home from the boys for a week in Carlisle. Oh, by the way, I'm leaving again. See ya, bye.
Yeah. That's what retired guys do.
Yeah, that's not what retired. Yeah, they leave their wives behind.
No, bring her with.
Half
Remember,
a month.
she's retiring.
I know.
So bring her with.
That's not her retirement destination.
No,
That's the Corvette
no.
plant.
Seriously, anyone that
Guys,
goes,
help me out.
Anyone that goes to the museum, Lexington, Kentucky is right there. And when Mike and I drove through, I took him to this one really cool place.
I've been to Lexington.
I take her there.
History in Lexington and
go
Louisville.
bet on some horses.
Nashville. Go to Nashville, actually.
Exactly.
Go listen to some good music.
We're tired of excuses, Mark.
Oh,
That's right.
So you guys are going to go to Carlisle and turn around and
We'll
go right
do whatever
back
we
to the
have to do.
anniversary. Yeah, see the big speaker over here, big talker.
Guess who else is coming?
Who?
Clarence.
He's going to get the anniversary?
Yeah,
Clarence, you're going to be at Carlisle too?
absolutely.
So he's just going to go to Carlisle, and how many days is it between Carlisle and the anniversary?
It's like
literally
the
next weekend.
I think it's the following weekend, yeah.
So I just might as well stay up there and drive.
You should.
Oh, my God.
Rent a car and drive back. Seriously, that'd be fun.
By the way, everybody that's talking about the Rob video, everybody that's saying something about seeing us at Carlisle, we are all looking forward to seeing you guys again. I wish Carlisle was twice a year, but I'll take once a year too. It's a blast. All right. There is an E-Ray being built by Paragon Performance. We're going to talk about that real quick. Because it's pretty exciting. They're about to do a supercharger from Lincolnfelter, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. On a brand new E-Ray. It's all broken in. They've done a dyno run or two. We won't know those numbers until, I think, Friday. But this car is loaded up. It's even got the carbon fiber wheels. There's a picture of them doing the dyno run.
Do you put actually miles on the car when you're doing a dyno run?
You
the
betcha.
odometer goes?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do that then.
I know you wouldn't. So anyway, pretty cool stuff. They're going to do everything. They did the Eventuri intake. They're going to do an exhaust, the Paragon exhaust. They're going to do the supercharger. I don't know what else they're doing, but it should be pretty cool. You may want to follow Paragon on social media, especially on YouTube. Follow
there's
them.
also, I can't remember off the top of my head.
So you can see
if
this.
Steven's on here, he could chime in.
Yeah.
They started an Instagram page for it. I tagged it tonight. Supercharged.
Nice.
I got to find it here because it's driving me nuts if I forget it. Supercharged E-Ray. You can't forget that. Supercharged E-Ray on Instagram. They just started like a couple of days ago. There's a ton of content that's starting to go on there and will be a ton more. So definitely follow them as well.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a lot of firsts. I think what Paragon's doing is they're basically turning the car down and using it to prototype, springs and figure out how to lower it.
The E-Ray.
The E-Ray.
Yeah, the E-Ray.
Because there is a lot of overlap with the Z06, but the front is totally different with the suspension.
I would imagine any mod you do to the E-Ray is like modding a 2020 Corvette. I mean, it's the same engine, same setup.
Except for the fact that the computer system's different to operate
to interact with the front electric wheels.
Yeah, that's why.
So you got to kind of program for
HP tuners can't tune it yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
it's not just a matter of.
Which that's something honestly I don't understand. Is like you think about it, you've got like the rear wheels moving faster than the front wheel. Like how does that work?
It's because
they say
they have very smart engineers.
It's got sensors, so it knows it's going faster. It knows how much horsepower it's applying to
Correct.
the rear wheels, so it knows how much power to apply to the front wheels based on slip and yaw and all of that, right?
Yep.
But how does that change when you start to supercharge it?
Well, if you
gets
listen
more
to
power
Today podcast a long time ago when they had Taj Harlan and Josh Holder on there, they talked about that. And basically, they didn't say this in these words, but it was pretty much a given that motor, no matter how much power it has, the engine, no matter how much power it has, the upfront motor can
It knows.
Yeah, it
Like,
knows.
it somehow calibrates.
It calibrates. Yeah.
Corey said there's not going to be any computer modifications, but
Interesting.
That's what you have to do. Otherwise, you could just supercharge, do
Well,
whatever you want in the
yeah.
rear of the car.
But then they wouldn't be able to tune it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they'll have a standalone computer like they were doing before they could tune the Stingray. All right. So next up, speaking of E-Rays, they are starting to arrive at dealerships all over the country. And McMulkin got their first one. So I figured I'd show you guys that. It's a Riptide Blue from McMulkin.
God, I love that Riptide Blue.
Oh,
Yeah, we
it's
saw
so
it in
beautiful.
Carla, but I haven't seen anyone around here with it.
I haven't
not
either.
seen 'em.
Not yet.
Nope.
So pretty cool. Let us know in the comments down below if any of you are close to, taking delivery of an E-Ray. Yeah, Joey B says, Doug Hooks, any E-Ray update? So I think what he's probably going to respond on that is he's wanting the level 2 carbon fiber on the interior, and right now I think that's still under constraint. So
they let him put the order in, and it's still
it's
real.
3,000 status since like October.
Dang.
Yeah. So that sucks. I wish they would not have that problem with carbon fiber, but unfortunately they do. It's no fun. Okay.
Are you talking more about E-Ray and all that stuff, or
Well, let's go to C8 production update.
because
first.
that gets right into the E-Ray production? Because I just
Sure.
some notes on that. Yeah. So
So the latest production numbers are here on Corvette Blogger. And looks like the breakdown for February was 4,186 new Corvettes.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound about right?
And the E-Ray production numbers
85?
I wrote down they've made 130 so far as
Okay.
of last week.
That's probably correct.
130
This is
E-Rays
just 85 in February.
in February.
Yeah.
And they made 30 the week of February 19th. So last week they made 30 of them.
Wait, February 19th?
February 19th. So it's 2 weeks ago, I guess. They made 30 of them.
But we think 130 roughly have been made total.
It says from my notes, from reading Keith's notes, and also looking at Roger Keel's spreadsheet. If you go to Facebook, Roger Keel, right? He's got that C8, and
Yeah.
he actually updates it as of today.
And this just
Yeah.
shows, however, this week we only have 15 built.
Dang.
Yeah. So, yeah,
So you can get your allocation, but unless they build them, it's going to be
Doesn't mean anything.
doesn't
No,
mean
it
nothing.
doesn't. And that's
Used to be 1,100
Never
meant
happened.
nothing. Now 3,000 means nothing.
That's right. Well, that
3,000
happened,
is the new
what, a year
1,100.
ago?
Yeah.
a year ago is where 3,000 kind of didn't mean anything.
Yeah. Yep.
But this is what's crazy. So, you know what? I think I forgot to pull up a picture of this. Let me pull up this picture real quick. Because there are a ton of cars sitting. Well,
E-Rays?
you know what?
Z06.
They changed the slider on the mid-engine Corvette forum so quickly that it's already gone. Let me
The
see
story?
if I can do. Well, no, it was a story on the slider. Let's see if I can pull it up here still.
Yeah, so only 130 E-Rays made so far. That's
Yeah.
but they did start. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
They
I'm
did
still
start.
looking.
They apparently
Yeah.
on February 22nd is when they started invoicing them. So none of them had been released
Right,
until
right.
February 22nd. So once they're invoiced, then they start getting sent out. So
I don't even know.
we saw a couple. We saw Mike Furman had one delivered.
Yep.
Wasn't that a nice one? That cacti green. I'm liking that
I like
cacti
it.
green.
It's
yeah.
definitely,
Yeah. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe not to the point where it actually.
No, but
they choose that
it's
color,
not what
but
people.
it
It's
is-
funny how people dogged it so bad, and
Yeah, and now it's.
I know people that are ordering that color. They have them on order. I
Yep.
mean, it's
Yep.
probably maybe top 5 color, top 6,
It might.
which I know is shocking to say that.
Red, blacks, and whites. Maybe cacti would be
It's going to
6.
do different than I thought it was going to when I initially talked about it. That's
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
But, we saw it in Carlisle, and we all liked it a lot better in person.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay, I'm not going to be able to find that picture. They got rid of it on the slider, and for some reason, it gets buried quickly, and I don't know where to search for it. But they had a picture of the plant, and it looked like
Full.
snow
because of all the white
Yeah.
packing
I
materials.
mean, there was probably 2,000 or 3,000 C8s. It was insane. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know why they're keeping them, other than maybe there's...
They can't get them moved.
What do they
Maybe
call them?
The transport, the trucks, they say.
I know,
No, but that
well,
can't
it could
be.
be for that.
Yeah.
They did put that on the article.
Yeah.
That it could be that Jack Cooper doesn't have enough transports, or they're not going quick enough. But also, what
a
do they
problem to have,
what do they
right?
call those the short part short builds? What do they call them?
Constraints, part shortages.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
they
no.
call 'em- they call 'em
Yeah.
something.
Where they park them, they're like partially complete. And they
Yeah.
but they wouldn't have the white covers on them if they
Sometimes they do.
really, even if
Yeah,
they
sometimes they
needed
do.
like the chip for the
They
rear.
put them on there, and then they open them up
Okay.
and put whatever needs to be in there. So that was kind of interesting that, there's that many people, or that many cars sitting there.
Well,
Very
they-
interesting.
You know,
we
it's-
still never really found out why the E-Rays were on hold, right? They were built sitting there.
We don't know.
Stingrays, as of last week, they've made 15,000. I think. Did you throw that number?
I did not,
15,000, which
no.
is way ahead of last year's number.
Oh yeah,
So it's
yeah.
depending on
way,
when
way
we
ahead.
switch over to 2025. It's slow down. My
Well, do
car's
they maybe
depreciating as you're
switch
making
over?
more
Do
of
they
them.
maybe switch over and just start cranking out E-Rays and stop building Stingrays?
I know, right?
Because if you talk to almost every dealer, everyone you can call around and get a Stingray. Almost every dealer will have one.
Yes, you can
Right.
get a Stingray. So stop making the
Stop
Stingrays.
making Stingrays.
Make E-Rays and Z06s.
All right, you're really gonna love this one.
What? What do we got?
So on CorvetteBlogger.com, GM patents a modular interchangeable steering wheel.
That's what I want, for crying out loud.
Wait till you see this thing.
I want an interchangeable steering wheel.
Look.
Is it like,
Look.
oh my God, just the bottom half?
No, it doesn't. Look.
It looks like a,
Look.
oh yes! Take that stupid velour steering wheel that I have on my 70th. I hate it. Every time I touch it, I'm like, oh, it's on my...
Yeah, but you know what this reminds me of?
What? That looks like a
plaid.
video
Yeah,
game
but it's like the
controller.
plaid. The
Oh,
steering
the
wheel
plaid.
of the plaid.
Yes.
But it's like you're going to be able to like take...
Are you showing that to everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. Or at least like you could just replace the top half when you're, Okay, can I tell a story about steering wheel? Do we have a second? Why I'm so weird about
Are we gonna
the
regret
steering
it?
wheel? No.
Okay, go
You're going to
ahead.
like it.
Should we put a timer on though?
I got my oil change last week. I go to Classic Chevrolet, or I bought a couple of my cars. I go there
Right,
for
right.
the oil change,
Yeah.
right? And I go in, and what do you think I'm worried about when I bring in the car to the dealership?
That you drove it?
No,
Anyone
besides
breathing
the-
it, touching it, looking at it?
Yeah, so I drive in. Whitney's my service advisor. Whitney, and who's the guy that you worked with on when you had to get your car? Was it his name is
Cody?
Eddie. I mean,
Not-
Cody.
Cody.
That's what I meant,
Cody. So I go in there, and immediately, of course, I'm watching what's going on. I'm watching to see who's going to get in the car. So I go, oh, I got a white towel in my trunk. So I go to the trunk, I pop it up, I put the white towel on the seat. All right, whew, just in time because the guy was just about ready to jump in his jeans. Because they got younger kids working there, pulling the car up. Pull the car. So I'm like, whew. And I look and I go, oh, wait, stop. Before he gets in the car, what do I take out?
You put your little steering wheel bonnet, I'm
My
sure, on.
steering
He
wheel
drives with
bonnet
it,
that
man.
I saved this thing. So I saved this thing. No, don't, oh my gosh, because I take it out and I put it on the steering wheel and the kid's looking at it going, is this like a new car? I was like, no, I've had it for a full year. I put the bonnet on. When everybody got their car, there's that wrap that goes around the steering wheel. Okay, so just to show you my proof, they take it back, they do the oil change, they come back. I look at the steering wheel cover. It's got some. It's not white anymore. It's got a little bit of grease on it, a little bit of dirt on it. Okay, and also the kids who are moving the cars, they're having pizza day.
Well, that's...
So they're doing this. They're eating their pizza, folding their pizza over, eating. Let me go get Mark's car, and they go out and get Mark's car, and he gets in the car, and he puts his hands on my steering wheel. I'm like, there you go. That is why you get your steering wheel cover, because
Well, then you should buy a permanent one.
I would have had 0W40, Dexos oil, and pizza on my steering wheel. that if you had a leather steering wheel, you just wipe it off. Instead, I've got this steering wheel. I hate the
I love my steering wheel.
There's medications you can take for this, and there's probably a hotline number you might be needing to call.
No. I need a cleaner for my steering wheel.
I'm going to get you that number after the show. We want you to call, Mark. We don't want
Did you see what Joey B just said?
What did Joey B say?
He wants to know if you wear gloves when you eat Taco Bell.
Oh, I don't care about me getting dirty. I'll go like this. I'll go like this. But when
Trevor makes a good point. You wait your entire life to buy one of these cars, drive it, and enjoy it, and don't worry about
buy a
pizza
spare
on the steering wheel.
And buy a spare steering wheel.
But you can clean all that.
With Underdog's new cleaning. It's Mystery Elixir.
Well, that and Trevor's done that ice. What do they call it? The
dry ice.
That will make that look like brand new.
Oh, I want the dry Trevor.
ice,
I gotta get my C3 dry ice. I've been dying to have that. But anyway, there's my story. Sorry to take up so much time.
Michael McCurry.
Yeah, he's right. Team of
Don't
doctors.
tell me that I'm weird about. You would have had pizza and Dexos on your steering wheel for the rest of the time you own the car, because that stuff not coming out.
Maybe.
So anyway.
All right.
So that steering wheel that they're selling would be perfect, because you pop that steering wheel.
Yeah, but then they're going to touch the other part.
But if it was leather, like my other one, I didn't worry about my other steering wheel because it was leather, and I just maybe like those feels leather. Sorry.
All right, before we get to the main subject, let's talk about the Dream Car giveaway.
I think I need an intervention.
So, for those of you who are familiar with this, it is a 1963 Resto mod with 500 horsepower and LS3 in it, and then a C8 with a supercharger with 700 rear wheel horsepower. Damn. You can buy them both. You can buy one ticket for $3, but you do get double entries right now because you're watching Brink of Speed. So you click on one of these entries, and then it'll ask you for your information. Oh, my page is expired. I guess I'm not getting any entries. But click on one of those entries, and you will get the Brinkofspeed code. Now, the way that you're going to have that link is in the description below. So just go in the description of the video, and you will see the link to the Dream Car giveaway.
Which, speaking of resto mods, if anyone hasn't seen on here, I'm sure probably half the people on here have seen, just Google 2024 Autorama Riddler Award winner. You'll see the Kindig design car that won. Did you see that? I think it was either 53 coupe, but it's not a 53 coupe. They used that as the baseline and did their spin on it.
Yes.
Millions and millions of dollars in this car. And so
how much did they sell it for?
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
The Riddler Award is like the most premier hot rod award you can win, and typically those cars are $3 to $5 million builds. Took them 4 years. You just have to Google Riddler 2024 award. You'll see it. It'll blow your mind.
Okay.
You should show them the video. The video that I sent you when I was at the dealership when I got that.
What video?
You know what video? You've forgotten about it already. I'm going to send it to you.
You send me all kinds of videos.
I know. I'm going to send it. The
Is it the Tesla truck?
The white covers. Remember?
Oh.
Nobody cared about that.
Well, there's a video, and then there's two pictures.
We'll save that for
because everybody's asking. Somebody's asking on the thing. Hey, man, I can't believe they throw those white covers away. So people will get
Mark
a kick out of
goes
it.
and he picks through the trash, right?
I went to the dealership when I was getting the oil change, and I found the guy that was storing those white covers. So you have a video on it. You should.
Stephen Rapp says, did you see his comment supporting you, Mark?
Good. Stephen Rapp. Yes, he is. Did you see my? That's why I'm Stephen. Somebody
There's
said.
so many things I could say. They need to name a race after you, like a 5K race or something.
The techs don't give a damn. I agree with you, Mark. It also bugs me. The dealer takes the white transport cover. Show him the picture. I went to the new car make ready center, and I grabbed them. I grabbed a couple of them, and I also grabbed 2 steering wheel covers. He's like, "What do you want that for?"
Did you get any for your 94?
No.
93, I mean?
No.
You should have.
I'll take one, I guess.
Yeah,
you know what?
Have one.
Yeah.
All right.
Might be a market for
Let's
that.
get to the main subject, which is that there's dealers out there trying to get crazy money for these E-Rays. What's up with that?
Well, because they're only making a couple of them, and when you get an allocation, it's like for 2027. So do you think they'll actually get what did they sell? What are they asking for that one?
300. It's right here. $389,995 Now, this is not a brand new car. It's a pre-owned,
Oh,
which is even crazier.
Wait. A pre-owned E-Ray?
Yeah, it has 300...
With no warranty because it's not been out for 6 months.
That's right. It's got 300 and
whatever
miles on it. 354 miles. And you got this place called DM Motors wanting to charge $240,000 over MSRP. It's nuts.
Do you think they're like putting it that high, knowing that maybe they'll knock it off 50,000, and they're still making huge money? Who's selling the used one? Is it a dealer? Or was it trade?
Yeah, DM Motors.
So that's not a Chevy dealership then.
That's correct.
Somebody just oh wow.
So
I wonder what they paid for it.
The thing that I want to talk about this is I'm getting an E-Ray. So, but I still am logical about the whole situation. I've never once thought that the E-Ray would be more worth more than a Z06. Have you?
No.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
Z06.
What's the highest
of the
priced
hill.
Z06 that we saw sell besides auction? I think $100,000 over MSRP. Yeah. Maybe $100,000 over MSRP. If you guys know of another one that sold for more than that at a dealership, not an auction, or even at a used car dealership, I never heard of it. But there's another dealership in DFW trying to sell one for $285,000. So I'm just kind of blown away that these places are thinking that they can get a higher premium for an E-Ray than they can for a Z06. Have they lost their minds, and are they thinking that this E-Ray is a ZR1? Because I can see something like that being done with a ZR1.
Well, even if it was a ZR1, we'd all be saying, wow, that's a lot.
Well, right. We'd all still be like, you're crazy.
But an E-Ray, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense
I don't even know if it's a
all.
publicity stunt or what, but
they're fishing.
There you go. Steven
They're
Rapp
fishing.
says $225,000 in Florida.
But, to each their own. If you have the means.
Joey B, when I get mine, I'll let it go for $350,000.
Oh, yeah. Who wouldn't?
That's right. They're fishing.
Same
They're
here.
basically fishing.
When I get mine, if you want to offer me $100,000 and above over MSRP, it's all yours.
Some people like to be first for everything.
It's
So
crazy.
maybe someone has the means and they'll do it, but anyone that does it has to know that's not a bad financial decision.
It is a bad financial.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, within months, it's going to be worth sticker or less. I mean, it's not a premium car. But
Is there even anyone on here that's willing to pay over MSRP for an E-Ray? I know there's people on here that paid.
Maybe a little bit.
You
right?
would?
A little bit. If I was in the position to buy that, it was 10,000 over something, and I wanted to get it now, and I had the money. Yeah, I think
10,000.
Yeah.
How much would you pay over for a Z06 though?
Yeah, at this point, or back in the day?
Back a year ago.
Probably more.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would have paid more.
Okay, so
Because the 06 is just.
but here's the thing. Everybody's saying no.
I know, but when you got a guy that wants it.
Is there anyone on here that's willing to pay over for an E-Ray that was willing to pay over for a Z06? That was the real question that was asked.
Well, and I'm wondering if any dealers have changed their tune, because we were hearing a lot of dealers were going to get 15 to 25 over. They were telling people that. But have they changed that?
I don't know, but
Because
you heard what I found out about Classic.
They're not doing it anymore.
Well, they were.
Are they
They were
doing
trying
the
to get
50?
$30,000 over for an E-Ray.
I
Was
heard
the
again
30
I heard
the
again from another person literally
donation?
just this week that said they could get one.
MSRP?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it with the 30K like donation to
Yeah.
the charity?
Yeah.
To the charity thing.
Yeah,
okay.
they're fake
Yeah.
ADM.
Yeah. Forced
Right.
FF.
What is that called? Extortion? That's right.
It's a bounty fee. You got to pay the bounty.
Right.
Extortion for a good cause.
Hey, that's a good way of putting it.
That's right.
I'm sure the Italian mafia put it the
That's
same way.
right. Yeah, I got
You're
an
going to
offer.
pay us 6% of your cut.
I got an offer you
going to
can't
the charity.
refuse.
Right.
You're gonna write me a check, okay, for $50,000, and I'll sell you the car. Do you want the car? Or do you want the car?
Since Mark gets to tell funny stories, I have a funny story. I was in, I won't say what state and where I was, but I was on a trip, Wendy's burger place,
It was
right?
New York. It had to be New York.
No, I gave the guy, I think, a $10 bill. It was like $6.98.
Yeah.
and this is no joke. The kid looked at me and he goes, "Do you want to donate your?" And he said it like, he's like, "Do you want to donate your change to charity?" I'm like, "Sure, whatever." And he goes, "My charity, ha ha ha,"
Oh,
and
no,
put
he
it in his
did not.
pocket. And
Did
I
he
was
really?
looking at him like, did he really
That
just
was
do?
actually slick.
Yeah, I was like, "All right, dude, whatever."
Oh, wow. Very good.
That's hilarious. So,
It was in a state that legalizes drugs. Let's just say that.
supercharged E-Ray is on here. Just trying to pave the way for BOS 3.0.
Yeah. You know what? You might do a supercharge. Why not? Right?
Maybe I am talking with Paragon.
Well, also
boy,
we got to
going
talk
down
more
that
with
path
the
here.
boosted
Oh, God. He's
boosted
gonna lower
district.
it. He's gonna put
they do
stuff
the
on
Lingen
it.
filter.
Oh,
They're
God.
the big sellers of that. Right in our backyard, boosted district. He
they
does
are
those.
right in the backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Supercharger.
Yeah.
Hey,
By the way,
superchargers.
Supercharged E-Ray. His name is Steven, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Steven, your car's beautiful. I love what you're doing to it. I wish we lived close so I could come there and hang out, do some video with you, and also get a ride in it.
I think it's cool how he did the body accented colors too.
Oh yeah.
Which you didn't do, well, because you're gonna wrap yours, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't
But
matter. Yeah.
it just sets it apart.
Actually, I think I did do body color.
Because you didn't want to. You have to
can't
look at
remember.
that. I don't
I
remember
can't
what you said either. Huh? Well, surprise.
I built it 1,000,000 times, so I
Right.
don't remember. But it's getting wrapped.
Well, you know what? I can't remember what brake calipers I got. Did I get edge red or red? I don't remember. I think I did red.
I think you did.
Been
red.
so
I think I
long.
did
Match
too.
your interior.
It's been so
Not
long. He
it.
doesn't
I think
remember
that's
his
right.
build.
Yeah. And I didn't get any color on mine because mine are going to have to match something else. So,
Right.
yeah. All right. Trevor.
What's everybody
Supercharged,
saying? I haven't
Yes,
been
I
watching.
understand. But
Which
the car's
we
gonna
just
be
talked
crazy.
about, Steven, if you weren't on here, Supercharged E-Ray. Put your Instagram page in there so everyone sees it, because everyone's got to go follow that. It's really cool.
Yeah,
So you
absolutely.
can follow the build. I think they're going to be doing dyno soon, right?
So the different, obviously everyone knows the difference in supercharging and turbocharging, but because the engine layout on the mid-engine Corvette, the headers are freaking right there,
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like it makes it easier to turbocharge that thing. As
Well, that's what
opposed to-
Jotech's been doing.
It's just so much, you can just mount those turbos on those,
Well,
But
you
the-
can mount them down at the exhaust.
yeah.
The interesting thing, though, too, is
there's
on,
room for it, right?
on his
Yeah.
E-Ray, it's a hardtop convertible, so they're making that supercharger work with the convertible, too.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Wow.
That is very interesting.
Where the supercharger, you got belts and it's just different plumbing and everything, but
Sure.
just the turbocharger just seems like it's just
the-
ready-made for that engine and the way it's set up, where supercharging seems like there's a lot more
I like
engineering
'em-
there.
So here's the thing. I like both. I like supercharged cars and I like turbo cars, but I prefer a supercharger because of the fact that there's zero lag.
Lag, there's wear and tear on that turbo, wear and tear on the oil, the
supercharger is
intercoolers.
just amazing.
Supercharge, it's funny.
amazing.
I mean, it's a story. My dad's first Corvette, 1956, he put a supercharger on it in
Nice.
57. And then he
love it.
sold it when I was born because he needed the money, right?
Yeah,
So
of
I'm the
course.
reason why he sold it. But he supercharged that thing, and I never wish I had been able to see it or some point down the road. But he supercharged that thing, and supercharger. There's
instant
no,
torque.
there's
Exactly.
instant torque. There's no
Yeah.
turbo lag. You don't
Yeah.
have the heat and
Say
the
the reliability is much higher.
reliability.
higher,
Yeah, just like the old Z06 was, right? The Z06 was supercharged, right? Had that
yeah.
supercharger right in the
And
V.
man, I had a good one. I've driven other. Now manuals work different in the C706. It's got for some reason a little bit of lag on the gas pedal with a manual, but the automatics are supposed to be just instant, and mine was.
Yeah.
And it wasn't tuned or anything. That car it was amazing.
That'll-
Bone stock, it was amazing.
That was a 16, right? Z06?
15.
That was a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue Fury was
Blue
amazing.
right now.
Yeah.
That's when I met you. Yeah.
Yep. So, anyway, we'll see. I'm not sure about, that kind of mod just because of the fact that it's a very expensive car and all I need is for GM to void my warranty when something goes wrong with the engine. That
Yep.
would suck.
Yep.
That would really suck.
Yep.
But I would like to do some things that won't void the warranty.
Well, it'll be interesting to see
We'll just
if
have
they
to
can
see.
if they can unlock the tuning on it. That would be a game changer. Just that
HP
alone.
tuners, yeah. I think they will.
Oh, for sure.
It
It doesn't matter
sucks
when.
that EX doesn't work there anymore. But anyway, has anyone on here taken delivery of their E-Ray yet? Have you seen any comments yet? I don't think
I don't
I've
think
seen anybody take delivery yet, but it'd be really cool if somebody had.
The first one was like last week, right? The actual delivery.
Yeah, but they're starting to
come.
Yeah,
now.
they're starting. In fact,
They made 130. So.
guys, if you're in the Texas area, even if you live in like Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, any of those areas too, New Mexico,
Give us a
Corvette
call.
Invasion is, I think, July 19th down in basically Austin area.
Yeah.
The guy that runs Corvette Invasion reached out to me last night. His friend just took delivery of a Seawolf Gray E-Ray. And I talked to him on the phone today. And great guy. He said I can come drive it. So I may be doing that. But anyway, they are starting to be delivered.
Well, that's another reminder, though.
So.
Isn't this Saturday's Cars and Coffee
It
at
is.
Corvette World? So maybe
Yes.
if anyone's
Saturday
listening and
is.
has an E-Ray,
That's
show up
right.
in it.
That's exactly right. If anybody has an E-Ray, bring it to Corvettes and Coffee. We will be there 9 a.m. to 11, something like that, at Corvette World Dallas. So.
Mike will give you a T-shirt, and Mark will give you a steering wheel bonnet.
That's right. I will. Hey, those things will be worth a lot of money. Let me tell you. Hey, I saw a 78 pace car with 0 miles on. Well, not 0, like 5 miles. It was stored from 1978. There's a dime a dozen there. Everybody did that back
Dime
then.
a dozen.
And they got the plastic around the steering wheel, and they got the plastic on the seats. So there you go. It's all yellowed and cracking, but it's plastic nonetheless.
Yeah, I know. I understand they make planes, but I have a new,
Planes.
supercharged E-Ray,
Oh.
Steve. I have a new baby boy, so travel is just not the same right now. He's only 6 weeks old. In fact, today he's 6 weeks.
Dang,
Yeah,
6
It's
weeks.
downstairs still, right?
He is.
We need to bring Charlie up. Get your wife.
You want to go bring him up?
I think we should.
You guys, let's see if
gonna-
everybody wants to see my boy Charlie.
I'm going to see if I can bring the baby up here. Let's see if I can
Maybe
do
they're
this.
watching.
I think they are watching.
We're coming, girls.
You guys want to see Charlie? He's actually here. If he's not fussy,
Yeah, he was kind of acting up earlier.
yeah.
Well, he was hungry.
But yeah, he is. He's growing up big time. He is eating like a horse. I'm telling you, it's crazy how much this kid eats. But there's big genes in my family. So my dad's oldest brother's 6'5". His sons are 6'7", 6'5", 6'4". My dad's younger brother was 6'4", and his sons are 6'2" and 6'1". And then my oldest brother's 6'3.5".
Dang.
So my dad's 6'1". I'm almost 6 foot. So yeah, I think he's going to be a big boy. His hands are big. His feet were long right away when he was born. His hands were big right away when he was born. He grew from the time he was born to his 1 month appointment. He grew 1.5 inches, which
Dang.
the doctor was like, dang, that's a lot. So he's a big boy. Are they?
I heard some
I
footsteps.
know. I heard something.
We have baby.
We have Charlie. You want to bring him in and show him?
I guess.
All right.
Not that I really want to be on camera.
Well, here, let me hold him then. Look at this bundle of joy.
The newest model.
Ah, there goes the pacifier.
Isn't that awesome? Here, go over there. Go over here.
Let's do that in the microphone.
And
Here,
he'll even
sit on
make
the chair,
noises
sit on the
for you.
chair. Sit on the chair.
Yeah.
It's a party.
Now, this is Avery. This is Darren's daughter.
She used to be that
And they're
size.
no, we want crying.
I know.
We want crying. That's what babies do. They
I'm gonna
cry.
get up closer to the camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Go up there.
Let's get him a little closer up. So
Here we go. Here's the up close.
Ziggy, come here. Come here.
there's Charlie.
He's like, get the light off me. Get the light off of me. There you go. I'm glad I suggested it. Thank you.
Yes.
Guys.
Thank you, guys. Yes, he is amazing. We are both absolutely in love with him. And I can't get enough of him. So
And we went out to dinner tonight, and we had
that's
dinner
right.
with Charlie.
That's right.
Not fun.
So yeah, it just makes it a little bit harder for me to just say, all right, I'm going to Iowa or wherever I need to go.
Oh, so now I'm going to start hearing it. Here we go. You're always giving Mark crap about got family.
But guess what? I still have almost 5,000 miles on my Camaro, and guess what?
What?
My Camaro is 2 months newer than your car.
Yeah, I know.
And how many miles do you have on your car?
When I had my oil
Not
change.
even 2,000 yet?
When I went for my oil changes. How many miles do you have on that car? I said 1,600.
Like, why are you here?
Why are you here? Well, the car says I'm supposed to be here 12 months. So, 12 months. So.
Somebody asked how I'm feeling.
Tired.
Huh?
Tired.
So the last 3 weeks have been really good. I've had a couple of setbacks, but for the most part, I feel good. So thank you for wanting to know that. I haven't had any major issues in probably a month. So it's been good. Yes. Going back to Charlie, he absolutely loves the car. When we get him in to drive, if he's fussy at all I have to do is floor it. Seriously.
Really?
All I have to do is floor it, and he's like, ah.
He's like, Dad, don't do that again.
And then he looks around like, thank God he got on it. But if I take off slowly from a light, he still cries. So just giving it the gas, giving him those G-forces, putting him back in his seat, he loves it. But that's because he rode in the Camaro in Amber's belly when I was truly ripping around.
Yes, and we saw the video. You practically had the baby in the car, for crying out loud. Brought poor Amber in that car ride.
Hey, she loved it.
Glass City
Carnard
said his first words will be, "Drive the car, Mark."
Exactly. Yeah. That will be his first words.
Yep. That was funny.
All right, should we give something away?
Yeah.
All right.
There's all this pressure now.
We got 7. It's 7:50, so we got plenty of time.
We got 2 questions, 2 items. We'll do the wheel spin.
We're running out of NCM stuff. So,
But not that we got plenty.
Yeah, I think we got enough for
We'll get a reload on that, I'm sure.
nights.
If Adam's watching,
Yeah.
send us more swag.
Yeah. Do we have anything else? I'm trying.
No, we got
of,
the whole wheel of stuff.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think of stuff that I got at the house. Anyway, okay. So what's the question, Mark?
Are you okay with this one? That number there.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2023 was the 70th anniversary of Corvette. I have one. Darren had one. So the question is, how many total 70th anniversary cars were made? Go. How many total 70th anniversary cars?
Z06.
All 70th, all of them, yes.
Hey,
All of them.
Stephen Rapp, we do not have any 4Xs left. However, Joe is on here right now.
Oops, sorry.
Everybody watch.
TrackSpeed 815. Just let him know that you want one. In fact, you guys are talking to each other now. He can probably make you up one pretty quickly and send it out to you. So, I think 3X is all we have left on that shirt.
Mark, are you paying attention to the
I'm
answers?
watching.
I didn't even...
I don't see a number. I don't.
don't see.
Okay, we have a winner.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, we do.
Cool. Who is it?
Keith French.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Keith French wins 5601 total 70th anniversary cars. He had it pretty early on, too.
Sweet.
We had people coming in after him with us.
A lot of people coming after, but nobody guessed that number.
Well, that's good karma for Keith because he just got out of the
Right.
hospital.
Yep,
so
Supercar
he
Ranch
to win.
came in. He guessed that number.
Clayton always wins, though.
I know.
Who? Supercar. Yeah. So, all right, very good. There you go.
Okay, so we got to do a wheel spin here.
Yep.
Hold it down.
Let's switch over to our wheel.
Keith sent me a email with your information. I think you might have already done that, but just do it.
Wait, where's the one that says
So I
Mark
have it
has to
again.
drive his car?
Well, no.
You're going to get that one.
Okay, so this is for Keith. Can't even tell what we got.
Sign poster
Okay.
from Brinkofspeed.
Well, that's perfect, Keith, because I will personally deliver it to you in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
When you meet him
Yep.
at the dealership. Cool.
Plus, we'll get you something else.
Awesome.
And if you do not want Mark to sign it, we totally understand. He's not actually in here now, so that's fine. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mark. Welcome
there
back.
He is.
I'm back. What's going on?
We were just talking about
Just
you.
talking about you, how great you are.
Yes, I know. It's hard to be me.
All right, what about
A second question?
a second
You want
question
to? You're
for
going right
for
into the
MCM
second question?
swag?
All right. Well, this is now I did a new one. Now I'm going to do an old one.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Now this goes back to the C3 Corvettes, going back to 1981. As you remember, one of the questions was, what year did the C3 get built in both plants? Right?
Okay, so
Both
what's
plants.
this question?
This question is, what were those 2 months that those cars were built in? Full production.
That's a hard one.
Full production. Okay. Full production of the C3 was made at the both plants, overlapping for 2 months.
That's a difficult question.
That is kind of difficult. I mean, I could go to
Hey, but we've got people answering already.
There's someone will get it. We got smart people in here.
So
Okay.
what's the answer?
Well, I'm not going to tell you until I can't say it on the
No,
air.
I know. Show me.
Okay.
Those 2 months?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got a winner.
Do we do? Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
think hang on.
Darn that Chat GPT. God, AI is killing me.
I think it's Mark Cutsey who won.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Mark Cutsey, June and July.
Mark, how did you know?
Congratulations.
Mark, are you an old fart like me? You know about the C3s?
He's got his
Mark
06.
is retired though, but I
Yeah.
don't think he's quite your age.
And he lives in Hawaii
hold
too.
on.
He lives in
Not
Hawaii
quite.
too.
He's Hawaii. Okay, in
Did you
Hawaii.
tell him what I said to you earlier about the gym membership, and you almost punched me?
I know. He goes, "Yeah, how much is it for that gym membership?" And I told him the number, and he goes, "Well, that's for the senior discount, right?" I'm like, "Son of a-" I don't get the senior
All
discount.
right,
yet.
Mark. I think you've won on here before. I definitely have your information, so I will be shooting you out the swag from the
We have to.
Corvette Museum.
We got to visit Mark. Mark's got to have us out.
Yeah, he should have us out to
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't travel, and you've got issues you
Oh,
can't travel.
Amber,
So
Listen to him,
Amber and
Mr.
Charlie
Big
will go to
Talker
Hawaii
over here.
like that,
I'll come visit you. I don't have any issues, but these two guys have issues.
except for work.
Honey, I'm
Whatever.
going to Hawaii for a car show. Honey, I'm going to Hawaii for a car show. Yeah. She don't come back.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God, that's funny. It is.
What's JJ Corv saying really do wow for?
Really, dude.
Joey
wow.
B said, I got the answer to the next question. Charlie grew 1 inch. Actually, he grew 1.5 inches. Yeah, he's a big growing boy. All right. I think we are pretty much to the end of this. Unless you guys have any questions for us, maybe about his Z06, my E-Ray build, Mark's 70th car.
And my intervention I need
That he
for
never
driving my
drives.
car.
Yeah, we have to do something to Mark's car. It's too plain. He hasn't done anything to it in a long time.
I tell you, I would love it to make it look like the pace car. I'm so close to doing graphics
Well, we
on that
should
thing
have-
to
we
make it
should-
look like the pace car with a gray on the bottom, black on top, with a red pinstripe along the belt
Let's do
line.
it.
But there's no even belt line around that car. But have you seen the North National Corvette Museum car? They've got it black with silver, with gray. Guys, you've probably seen this. If you get on the National Corvette Museum, you'll see there's a black, and it's the coolest car. It's what a graphics package, and I'm so tempted to do something like that because it's something that I think would really be cool. But then I don't want to ruin the originality of it.
Yeah, but it
so-
comes off, dude. It's vinyl.
It does. It comes off if it's vinyl.
Where is it at, Mark?
You got to look around for like the track pack. If you just keep looking around, you'll see it.
Events.
I threw this out crazy, but we will pull it up next week. But it is there's a picture of 3 drivers standing next to it, and it's the National Corvette Museum, National Corvette Museum track car, and it's really, really cool graphics
sounds
package.
cool.
Yeah, it is really cool, and because you don't have a perfect belt line like my C3 does. You've got all these lines that you got to follow, but they did the gray coming down there. Black top, gray, and stripes. Look a lot like BOS 2.0. It had a lot of stuff going on there, but
Yeah, I don't
something
see
like
it on
that.
here.
I just wish they would have made that black 70th anniversary more stick out. Those satin black stripes on it are nice, but if I could put a little gray outline around it, I know I've seen some people do gray around it or those silver stripes, but yep. That's what I would.
Steven wants to know how many 70th Z06 were made with the carbon ceramic brakes.
Listen, I am the guy that comes up with the questions, sir. Not you. You're not. This is not test the tester.
It's not a
okay?
question with a question.
I'm the teacher, not the student.
Stephen Rapp, that was a good try though. But maybe we'll have the answer for you next week.
Next
In fact,
week.
That could be a good one, but you can't. Yeah, that's
Well,
well, but
everybody
we
knows
can't
the
say it 'cause
question.
people are gonna.
Hold on a second.
Wait.
What?
Hold on a second.
What's he
Oh
doing?
yeah, your book.
Yes, I may be able to get the answer to that.
He's got the book. What? Do we win something? What is he giving away?
Well, it's for fun.
No, I have this.
Which did Larry Anthony give that to you?
Larry Anthony gave me this amazing book.
Yeah.
I should show them because this is an awesome book.
Yeah,
Show,
this book is amazing.
you can buy it on Amazon, I think, right?
Yes.
Everyone, I need to buy it.
Yeah. So hang on.
That's just for C8s.
Yes, 2020 and forward.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like the Corvette Black Book for just 2020. And
Yeah, this is probably going to be pretty difficult to figure out the carbon.
Yeah, because it's got the
ceramics.
options, but not the combinations. How many cars had this combo? Had this combo? But what's the actual question again?
Well, we'll probably save this for next week. You're gonna
Yeah,
get
we'll
lost
save it
in
for
the
next
book.
week. We gotta get. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult to find, but I'll look and see if I can figure that out for you with this book, and maybe we'll have the answer for you. I think we probably will. All right. Well, with that being said, this is the end of Octane Hour. For those of you who are brand new on the channel, if you have not subscribed, please do so because we do this every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So hit that bell notification so that you're notified when we do it. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys on the next Octane Hour.